Sharks. My name's Justin. This is my business partner, Mike. We're in the tank today seeking $250,000 in exchange for 8% of our company that revolutionizes the way active, busy people interact with their smartphones. Sharks, meet Mike. Mike, meet the Sharks.
What up, Mike?
Hey, Mike.
Mike.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Mike, we're on national television, Mike.
Sorry, I have my earbuds in. Let me just pause my tunes real quick. Oh, God. That didn't work. Let me just... my earbud.
Oh, no. You see, every time Mr. Mikey struggles over here, wants to play, pause, or adjust his volume, this is the hilarity that ensues. But now, with our invention, Mikey struggles no more. This is Chubby Buttons, the ultimate wearable remote for action sports.
That's what I'm talking about. With Chubby Buttons, I have total control over all the essential functions of my smartphone while I have my gloves on. My hands stay warm, my phone stays in my pocket, safe from all of the elements. I'm able to focus my attention ahead while shredding safely down the mountain. Or riding the open road.
And Chubby Buttons isn't just for outdoor enthusiasts. Our customers are constantly finding new ways to press our buttons. With our nano-stick backing, you can even use it around the house, whether you're cooking in the kitchen with messy hands or even singing along in the shower. It sticks magically to most non-porous surfaces, just like this.
It's a better way to interact with your smartphone.
So, Sharks, who wants to make a fast stack of cash with Chubby Buttons?
Ta-da!
Okay, love the idea, guys, but there is, I mean, 250,000 for 8%. That's, you know, pretty. What is that? It's not 2.5 million. It would be it would be more than 2.5 million, but difficult. I would say, because there's going to be tons of knockoffs. I mean, probably before they even got into the tank, there was probably knockoffs. Maybe they have a patent. Maybe. I feel like it might be a little bit difficult to protect said patent. I love the idea, but you could also just say, hey, or okay, you know, and interact with it that way. Personally, I don't love doing that because it just takes so many words to like convey and get it done, right? So I would say I think that there's definitely something there to it. I just don't know that, because even having like the watch, right? Like you have to be able to have the a touch finger, touch sensitive like coating on the fingertip, which some of my running gloves have. But this is just not. It's just okay. It works 70-80% of the time with the touch glove. Talking to the assistant works a little bit better most of the time, but it just takes so oh, I want to change songs. You know, there's like a 4 or 5, 6 second pause, and like I might want to flip through songs pretty quick. So I like the idea. You better have a ton of sales, maybe a patent to really go in here. But what you don't need is to go check out their website, because we're gonna do that at the end of the video. We're also gonna feature and their social media, as well as feature one of your comments from down below from the super community.
So in front of you, you'll notice we gave you a couple of Chubby Buttons units.
It Bluetooth connects to my phone?
It sure does. Barbara, you're the queen skier of the group, so we would love if you could put on those gloves we gave you.
Yes.
So it's actually already hooked up to my phone right here. So let's say we're about to, start skiing down the mountain, and, we got some tunes playing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Now, this song's good, but could be a little better. Maybe you could hit the plus button, increase the volume. Yeah, get a little louder.
Yeah.
There we go.
Shake it up, Barb.
Exactly. And you can press play again. All right, so let's just say that, you're listening to music just like that. We can control all the media from your smartphone, or you can pick up phone calls, you can decline phone calls,
It was very easy to work, and you can do nothing in a ski glove, honestly.
Nothing, right?
People on the mountain are always taking a ski glove off all day long.
Yeah, that's how we started the company. We've been best friends since we're 13. We went to high school together, and every year we do a trip somewhere. And one year we went on a ski trip to Colorado, and I was listening to music. The problem was this whole fiasco that I presented here actually happened in real time. At a certain point, I said, Justin, I just wish there was a big fat button I could use to control my phone. And we kind of looked at each other, and our gears started going, and
We
said,
kind of thought that big fat buttons may not have been the best marketing word for this, so we molded it around a little bit, ended up with Chubby Buttons.
Chubby's better.
Essentially that.
Yeah, I think I like the ding ding for the name. I do like the name.
How long has it been in the market?
We've been actively selling for 3 years.
And what are lifetime sales?
So in 2021, we brought in $500,000 of top-line revenue.
Wow.
In 2022, we brought in $600,000 in top-line revenue.
And what do you sell them for, and what do they cost you to make?
So it's about $11.57 and $13.37 landed, and we sell them for $79.99. So
Wow.
$79.99. 3% margins.
And what percentage of your
Whoa. Okay. So that is definitely in $79.99. I mean, look, it does the thing. I'm curious as to how durable it is as well, like because it's meant to be used in like action sports and stuff. So it's got to be able to take a hit. Like you fall and you hit some ice. Like is it gonna crack? Is it gonna shatter? But the toughest thing is when you have something like this, that could so easily be knocked off. That's where it's like $79.99. This thing better be built like a tank. Better be built like a tank, because otherwise there's just going to be so many other options out there. But I love the name. I love the design. I think it seems great. It seems easy to use. Barbara, was able to use it. I personally don't go skiing. I don't know that I would recommend putting headphones in when you're on a bike. Motorcycle, like that's something I would not. I mean, as a motorcyclist in the past life, I would say no. That's not what I would recommend. Though I think when I was a kid on my moped, I think I had headphones in a few times there. But yeah, it's still pretty. I mean, you could attach it with big chunky buttons.
sales, the $500,000 to $600,000 you spending on marketing?
Yeah, we do spend about between $12,000 and $15,000 per month.
So what's the customer acquisition cost?
$26.86 per unit.
What's the biggest application for the product? Is it
That's
skiing?
actually a lot. $26 for the cost of acquisition. I mean that. All right, so you got your $13 plus that, so you're at $39. Yeah, I could see why they're selling them for $79, but that's still tough.
So when we created it, it was mainly for skiers and snowboarders, but we had no idea that all these other people wanted to use it.
Yeah.
Motorcyclists,
Yeah.
pilots, boxers, choreographers.
Yeah, sailors too. They bring it on their boat and they adhere it because they're busy with ropes. And fishermen.
Is it waterproof?
It's water
water
resistant.
resistant,
So you
yeah,
can take it
it's
into the
splash-proof.
shower. People have adhered it to their jet skis, and
So guys,
it
the
is
simple
splash-proof.
story of this product, you make it and your customer acquisition costs combined are $40. You sell it for $80. You make $40 of contribution. That's basically what's going on here. You take that, you buy more inventory, right? You haven't taken any money out of the business yet?
No, so we have one investor right now.
How much did he put in?
So
$250,000 was the initial investment.
Robert, assuming it's a he, but unless they cut that portion out, $250,000 in. But my other question is so it's water resistant, so it's not IPX rated. So if it's on your jet ski and falls in, I mean, you're made it for skiers. There's plenty of, it's all ice, so it's water. That part I'm not crazy about, especially at $79. I feel like making it, an IP67. I forget what all the different ratings. There's IP65, 66, 67, 68, and then there's IPX ratings that are even more waterproof, more dust resistant, military grade. So, yeah.
Guys, I'll clear the deck some. Look, I think there's a real risk from voice automated products like Alexa headphones or Google headphones. It's just not a fit for me. So for those reasons, I'm out.
It's nothing I could help with, honestly. It's not for me. I'm out.
Look, guys, I don't know if it's going to survive long term because I do think AirPods are getting more sophisticated. I mean, I just see a technical obsolescence to it, but I wish you all the best. I'm out.
That's fine. Thank you so much.
Yes, and as I said, you could just use those okay or hey assistants, but they take time. I like tactile buttons, and I think that there's enough people out there that likes maybe in the older crowd that is as impatient as I am and not waiting 3 or 4 seconds for that. So I think that there's something. I still think there's something to it. I just don't at that price. It's tough.
You're really nice guys. I mean, honestly, like you have so much fun up there. I can see that your relationship is really wonderful. And I think it's really smart product.
Thank you.
No, I'm not super techie person.
But it's not
I
a
know
techie
enough,
product.
but I can't predict like what's going to be the next thing, how soon. I'm sorry, I'm out.
Listen.
It's not about being the next thing. It's about just helping. It's an aid to get you the buttons that you want when you have gloves on and stuff. I could see. I mean, I use the watch, but if I was doing like a cold run, like a long cold run, and I could see maybe wanting it, but maybe probably not for a run.
It's such a simple product. I like it. Here's an offer, all right? I'll give you the $250,000. I want 10%. I want a royalty, of course, but I'm not that greedy.
Okay.
I'm going to take $10 a unit till I get back $1 million. I get 3x on my money, and then we ride off into the sunset, hoping that this product turns into a company. Because I'm hoping you guys come up with some other ideas.
We do make, once all is said and done, about $12 per unit. So it's about a 15%.
But it's not
Oh, then
perpetual.
you cannot do
We
that.
can't do a $10 royalty. It's a lot.
Too much.
You can counter.
The royalty is a little steep for us. I think that we wouldn't mind doing a $2 royalty.
Ooh.
Could you really afford that?
Let me think
know,
about
it
that.
doesn't
I will
seem you could
be
afford any royalty.
178 years old when I get paid back.
278, Kevin.
Well,
You
let's think
forgot
about
a
this.
millennial.
We have a couple thousand units in stock. With your help, we're making more. We're making about 16,500 units.
It's not a company yet. It's a product. It's a good product. I can see using it. I mean, all of those things are great, but it's got to be a $10 royalty. Yeah, it's a little tight.
Kevin,
but
you're going to bankrupt them at $10 a unit.
No, they're just going to raise the price to $100 and hope that people are willing to pay that. I don't know. I feel like the higher the price, it's just hot. It's just harder to get it. Plus, you got to worry about people knocking you off if you don't have a patent there. I also feel like if you make that pro model, like you have the Chubby Buttons, you get your customer acquisition cost. That's got to go down. $26 is way too expensive. But that's part of the problem is convincing people they need, that feel like they need it to actually feel like they need it to spend $80 to get it. Make a pro model with that, like an IPX 68 rating, 67 rating. That's like built like a tank. Maybe add. I don't know if you really even should add any buttons, but just make like a heavier duty model. Make a pro model, right? And go for it. And go for like $130.
Your customer acquisition cost is likely to go down now that you're on Shark Tank.
Yes.
And so that's what I'm betting on, that you can afford to pay me back. It's not my fault that you asked me for $250,000 for basically, a nice little product, but that's a lot of money.
A quick question. Instead of a royalty that you've described, if we were to have a higher equity portion for you, would that be something that would
No, because the reason you want me to get a royalty, I know this may sound crazy to you, but our incentives are aligned. I want you to sell more units.
Right.
It is, but Kevin, why wouldn't you go up in the percentage?
It's always interesting to hear this on the other sides, but they're not writing checks.
He's
You know
got
what
a
they're
point
actually
there.
saying? No checks, no checks, no checks. So look, it's okay if you don't take it. Tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'll still be Mr. Wonderful.
Right now.
Unfortunately.
Would you go down to a $3 royalty?
No. Okay. You're not selling enough units.
Well, with your help, I would imagine we're reselling a lot more.
Well, I'm hoping that's the case because I'd like to get back my
But wouldn't you
$250,000.
also like to be part of the business for longer than it takes to sell us out of business?
Once I put it in my portfolio, my team goes to work. What do you think I do? I try and think of all the companies over the years I've
I
sold.
forbid you to give him a royalty like that.
We'd like to counter by offering 15% for $250 as an equity. We want to raise it to compensate for you. And a royalty of $1 per unit until you make your investment back.
No.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate
Good
it.
luck.
Thank you, Sharks.
Thank you, Sharks.
tough.
I think we did our best we could. I think we really explained what our product was as clearly as we could to everybody. They recognize the value. I just think it's unfortunate. I think they're missing out on an opportunity for a great company.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a product currently, unless they have other things that maybe we're about to find out about because we're on their website. Your next adventure awaits. So I mean, it looks great. You got, it has the added camera button right there, which is nice because you could use a remote. They got 3 different colors, shows that it's compatible. We want to see it on people, so we got that right there. I mean, generally I like to see people, so maybe if you get like a rotating, so here you go. It's durable. So it is durable. I'm curious as to how durable it is. Hit it with a hammer. What was the guy with the flashlight where they like froze it in a block of ice and then smashed the ice with a hammer until they got it out. All season battery life. Does it say how long? Because that was the other thing I was curious about. How long is the battery life? These are things like I don't want it to be dead and then I'm carrying it around. Now it's $74.99 instead of $79.99. So I don't know if that's on sale, but it should show that it's on sale. Hey, 130 reviews, 5-star rating. That's pretty great to see. Others, not wearable, not stickable, not ruggedized, not weatherproof. It's washable, ultra thin, reusable. It's got the nano suction tech on the back. Some reviews there. Riding, skiing, gym, on the go. I mean, if you had like big gloves on, like if you're a boxer, I guess I could see having that like on your, because once you put the gloves on, like you could like hit it with your nose or something. But at that point, you could I would probably just use it on the whatchamacallit, on the they'll use the assistant in the headphones at that point. But yeah, no, really great to see. So your Facebook guys, this took me to sharing it on Facebook, not to your Facebook page. So Instagram, we got 2,000 followers so far. We got quite a bit of engagement going on there. They're definitely doing it. People, I love seeing faces and people wearing it and enjoying the product. So that is great to see. Anyway, guys, Justin, Mike, love to have you guys on the channel. Just drop a comment down below and we'll get you on for an interview. Like ST123 said, 13,000 followers today. Ding, ding. Let's go. ST123, I appreciate you being a part of the super community. It's been great seeing you in the comments lately here, down below. So thank you so much for enjoying the content, for engaging with us and being a part of the super community. Anyway, I'll see you in one of these 2 videos over here. Take care and go be super.